Ah, yes. What better thing to do than to talk for the past 10 minutes only to realize you were not recording and now you have to talk again? Well, here we are, guys. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Well, anyways, this video is basically inspired by something that happened this morning, which is funny. And I wanted to make this video tutorial strictly for new players or people who are thinking about starting this game. Now, when you start this game, this is gonna be the first location that you start in, the Bamboo Abode. This is gonna be a very special place. You'll know later on, but this is such a cool place. The music here is very chilling, and this is gonna stay with you for the rest of the story. You're always gonna remember this part. Now, with that said, first things first, let's go over the most basic thing. You open the settings, you go to game. There are two things that you should pay attention to. If you are a person who likes challenges in this game, who likes difficult combat, not too much, but just enough to keep you engaged, make sure that you click on combat difficulty and select the expert mode. Okay? Once you select the expert mode, it's gonna turn off auto deflect, it's gonna make the enemies relatively more difficult, so it's gonna be an enjoyable experience for people who enjoy challenging stuff. Now, if you don't like challenging stuff, you just want to enjoy the story, just want to enjoy the graphics or the like social activities in this game, then you don't have to worry about that. You click it, you click recommended. I think it's turned on by default, the recommended mode. So there's that. No one, and I mean no one, should play on story mode. Story mode is gonna make you bored. It's gonna be extremely easy to the point where you don't even have to do anything. The boss, instead of taking 1 minute, it's gonna take 20 seconds. The the mobs are gonna get one shot. It's not a good experience. They should remove it. I don't even know why they have it on. But regardless, guys, if you like challenging content, pick expert. If you don't like it, you just want to enjoy the gameplay and the story, pick recommended. This is for the first part. The second part, and it's also one of the most important ones, do not co-op with anybody. Now, this advice is kind of funny because the person who watches this video is gonna know themselves and how they were overwhelmed with the co-op experience when they were just level 16. So guys, really a word of advice, do not co-op with anybody at this stage. Even if you have friends that just want to join you and want to help you out, don't do that. Do not co-op with anybody because it's gonna overwhelm you. It's gonna make things difficult. It's gonna be more confusing. It's gonna be all over the place. Don't do that. Stick to solo experience for the first at least 30 levels, 20, 25, 30 levels. Alright? Now, with those two things out of the way, let's get straight into it. There are three main subjects that you need to focus on, and that's one, you need to focus on questing, two, you need to focus on exploration, and three, you need to focus on bosses and dungeons. Now, let's start with questing. The questing is very straightforward. There are two types of quests. There are the yellow quest, which is the main story quest line, and there are the blue quest line, which is the side quest line, but they are also very important. Now, on my map, you can only see one blue-ish side quest, lost chapter. You don't see the other quest because I finished the entire region. This is probably the only thing that's left because they released it very recently. But I'm glad that it's here so we can show you guys. This is called a blue lost chapter quest. This is one of the side story quests that you can finish and enjoy. But the main story quest line, it's gonna be like this. The main story quest line is gonna have a yellowish icon next to it on the map and below your minimap over here. This is the yellow is an indicator of the main story. The blue is an indicator for the side story. Now, enjoy the main quest line, guys. It is one of the best I've seen in quite some time. It's very engaging, it's very interesting, it's very smooth, very fluid. You don't have to worry about anything. The main story is well written in this part of the map, especially. So you should enjoy it. Now, when you get to the end of the main story in this region over here, which is called, if you open the map, it's called Qinghe. This is how you pronounce it. If you get to the part where you finish the Qinghe main story, and they will take you to Kaifeng, which is the second region, do not go there. This is your cue to stop the main story and focus on the side quests or the side important blue stories. Okay, don't go to the next region. We have a lot of work to do in the first region. Now, basically, these are it for the stories. Just again to recap quick, enjoy them, take your time, process them slowly at your own pace. Once you get to the main story that takes you to the other region, stop, don't go to the other region, focus on the other side campaign quests. They are very brilliantly done. Some of them have the best story. Some of them actually are more impactful and more meaningful and deep than the main story. So they're a sweet treat for you guys who enjoy storylines. Then the second section of what you do as a new player or a beginner is the exploration. Now, exploration itself is divided into 5 different parts. Part number 1 is you need to unlock the teleportations. You see these icons? These will be grades for you. These are the teleportations. They will allow you to teleport from one place to the other. You go around the map, you unlock them. It's very simple, very straightforward. The second part is basically the map itself. When you open the map, it's not going to be open like this. It's going to be grayed out as if it's a fog. Now the how to unlock it, how to unlock visibility of the map is this icon right here, the flame icon. This is the Wayfarer. If you come to this guy and talk to them, they will unlock the section. They will unlock the section in a way that you're able to see it, no longer foggy. It will clear up the visibility. This map is divided into multiple sections. As you can see, there's one over here, there's one over here, and I think I think that's it. I think two sections on the map. So it's the lower part and then the upper part. So this is part of the exploration. You need to do these two things. It's very easy, very straightforward. The third part of the exploration is something called oddities. Oddities are like small icon butterfly icons that appear on your minimap. They don't appear on the map, so you're not going to be able to see them. They only appear on the minimap once you get close to them. They are small butterfly icons and they have mini games to them. Some of them are going to be beehives on a tree. You shoot it with fire arrow to burn it and then take it. Some of them are going to be like inside rocks. You destroy the rocks and then you take it. It's really cool small mini activity that you do to collect these oddities, i.e. the butterflies. Now what you do with butterflies or the oddities is after you collect a couple of them, go to this guy over here. You see it has the butterfly as well. Melodies of Peace Oddity Collection. You go over to this guy and you submit the oddities. He will give you stats, pure stats. So like physical damage, HP, defense, vitality, all the good stuff, all the important stuff. This is very important to do in the early stages because if you don't do them in this region and then you don't do them in the next region and the next region, you're gonna have a shit ton of work to do in the future and you're just gonna be like, fuck it, I don't want to play this game anymore. So you don't get yourself into that position. Make sure you collect the oddities as you're progressing, as you're leveling up, as you're playing the game. Now, oddities out of the way, there's one more thing to collect, which is boxes, but the boxes are very straightforward, much more than oddities. While you're exploring the world, you will see small box icons on the minimap. You go up, you go to them, you open them, they will give you some materials. That's it. It's very simple, nothing to do. This is part of the exploration. Another part of the exploration is going to be world bosses. World bosses is the like a red mask icon on the map. You're gonna see it. So the first world boss, I believe, is around this area over here, somewhere here. It's gonna be the puppeteer. This is I've done them, so you're not gonna see them on my map, but on your map, it's gonna look like a red mask. These are things that you should try out, explore, enjoy the fight if you can. If you don't succeed, then continue with the progress to level up a little bit, and then you can come back later. No problem at all. But it is part of the exploration. And I think we're at the fifth. I don't know. But anyways, the fifth part of the exploration, or the sixth, whatever we are, is something called outposts. These are the outposts. These outposts are things that you do for the first time. They're like a campsite filled with enemies. You go there, you kill them, you get some loot at the end. You can do this repeatedly after the first time, but you make sure you do it at least one time to get the first clear reward. There are extra stuff for the exploration, but I'm not gonna discuss. You will see them on the map, like this cat or puzzle, like this graceful melody stuff. You will see them, you'll notice them if you get used to it. These are up for you to discover. This is the exploration part, it's done. Now there's one more part, which is the bosses or the dungeons. If you open the menu, go to Wandering Paths, go to Challenges, go to Sword Trial at the top, In this case, in your case, you're not gonna see like previous challenges. It's gonna be this one over here by default. Now, this is basically the dungeon part of the game. This is where you queue to dungeons with other people or in random queues. This is basically the dungeon in a typical MMORPG. The first one unlocks at level 16, which is Formless Calamity. You will see it as soon as you hit 16, or maybe progress in the story as well. Depends on the condition. Once you unlock it, you'll be able to queue for it. Now, you need something called energy in order to loot boxes from this dungeon. If you look at the top right corner, there's the heart shape 321 out of 550. This is the energy system in this game. You need the energy to loot boxes from this boss. Now, you could do the boss without the energy, that is fine, but you're not going to be able to loot any gear or any items from it. Now, I do recommend you do this just for the experience, but it's also one of those things that you just kind of get used to because you will do it quite a lot in the future. Now, you may queue and not get a group for quite some time because nobody's doing it, that's fine. If that happens, we get the alternative, which is the campaign challenge over here. Campaign challenges are basically the same bosses, but you do them in solo mode. Now, these bosses will unlock once you finish them in the story, or in the main quest, or in the side quest. So, these bosses unlock in different ways. Mostly, it's from quests. Whether it's the main story or the side quest, blue chapters we talked about, blue lost chapters, you will unlock these bosses. Okay? Once you unlock them, they will become a icon on your map, which is like this. Where is it? Like this. You see that? They will become an icon like this one over here. And once they become like this, you'll be able to infinitely repeat them as long as you have energy, of course. Now, even if you don't have energy, you can still do them, but you're not gonna get gear from them, right? So if you queue for the dungeon and you don't get anybody because it's low level and nobody's joining, do the bosses, enjoy the experience, see how it fares up, see the boss fights, get a bit of experience in fighting, and then yeah, that's about it. Now, these are the three main sections. Again, to recap quickly, the way to play this game as a beginner, as a new player, is very simple. You do the main quest, and as you're doing the main quest, you take a side trip to explore the map, collect oddities, unlock teleports, unlock the map, collect boxes, and stuff like this. After you couple of hours of After 1 hour of collecting, for example, or exploration, you do a couple of bosses. After you do a couple of bosses, you go back to the story, and after you do the story, you're probably spent like 3 to 4 hours in the game. I think that's a good start. Now, if you want to do more, you just rinse and repeat this process until you get, remember, until you get main story that takes you to the next region. This is where you stop with the main story and focus on the other aspects, which is the side quests and the exploration. Once you finish the oddities in this region and unlock all the teleports and all the stuff and finished all the quests, once you do this, then this map would be completed relatively, like the important stuff would be completed. Now you can move to the next map, which is Kaifeng, and Kaifeng, it's gonna be the same process. It's gonna be new quest line, new subquests, side quests, new exploration points, and all that good stuff. This is how you play this game. You start with one region, two quests, exploration, do some bosses, rinse and repeat until you finish everything. With that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. This is for new players who are already started the game and getting overwhelmed. Don't be overwhelmed. Take your time. Enjoy the process. It's a marathon, not a race. You don't have to race anybody. You don't have to rush it. Take your time at your own pace. Enjoy the story. Enjoy the exploration and all that good stuff. And my message to you as the final message is welcome to the jungle, young wanderers. I hope you have a wonderful time. And I will see you on the next one.